Riding on the trail. This semester has been like riding down a beautiful scenic trail in the park. There are many obstacles that I had to overcome on the treacherous terrain of the competition process. But after practicing many times, you finally understand how to do it well. I had low expectations coming into English 1101. I have never thought of myself as a good writer. Writing was not something that came natural to me. I soon learned that writing was not just putting words together and forming a 5-paragraph essay. It's about thinking critically and expressing your thoughts with logic so my reader can understand how I arrive at my interpretations. If I had difficulty with anything, I would ask my teacher for help or I would go to the writing center. Between both of those two resources, it was not just my writing ability but the confidence I had with my writing. Having the confidence to just get on the bike or trust the writing process was something I overcame this semester. Before you start writing, you have to select a bike. The type of bike you're riding says a lot about yourself. My metaphorical bike is my biography. It reveals who I am as a person. I enjoyed making my biography because it gave me a chance to share a little bit about myself. When I watched my biography, I was truly proud of the final product and the message the audience received after watching it. My biography was about the impact my father had in my life. My intention was to demonstrate how my father was a major influence in me becoming the young lady I am today. I cherish all the moments we shared together. I am truly sorry I took so much for granted when you were alive. Thank you for all the life lessons you taught me. I would not be the strong young lady I am today without your guidance and your love. You truly impacted my life. It's because of you why I refuse to give up. After choosing the bike, I had to practice riding it. When you're learning to ride a bike, you have training wheels to assist you with your balance. My training wheels during the riding process were my peers. My classmates helped me fix the problems I had by giving suggestions on how to make my essay more effective. I also helped my classmates with their problems. Peer reviewing has helped me identify the problems I have with the writing process. In my peer review exhibit, I reviewed Emily Howard's essay titled Logical Destruction. The lack of confidence in the writing process manifested through the repetition of words in my essay. One thing I learned through the peer review process was I had a problem with achieving coherence, specifically with redundancy and linking my evidence back to my thesis. In her paper, I gave her suggestions on other words that could be used so she would not sound redundant and her audience would not become bored while reading her essay. For my first essay, I had to analyze DVD cover art of season 3 of the show Criminal Minds. I did not know how to think critically, and I knew I needed help with my essay. This essay reminded me of the stage in the learning process where the training wheels are off, but someone is still holding the back of your bike. I was too scared to tackle the writing process by myself. I could not let go and start thinking critically. My teacher helped me understand the problems in my essay. Basically, your main issues in this essay right now are the fact that you never really address the emotional connection the images create with the audience to the emotions depicted in the cameos and coherence. I was not relating my concrete evidence to my thesis. I did not have confidence in my own interpretation of the image because I knew there were others. After revising my essay, I understood how to achieve coherence by making sure I not only implicitly relate my evidence to my thesis, but explicitly as well. I went back and in each paragraph, I explained how it links back to my thesis. After concurrent analyzing an image, I had to write a rhetorical analysis of a classmate's essay. During my second essay, I was on the bike becoming stabilized. I was at the point where I did not need someone else holding my bike. My bike was shaking a little, but I was on my own. In order to accomplish the task on the prompt, I had to start trusting the writing process. This essay was a big improvement from my previous one. For this essay, I analyzed Manika Bridges' paper, Why Won't He Look at Me? I still had problems with repetition in my essays. For example, her essay never deviates from her topic in all her paragraphs. She remains consistent by relating all her evidence and inferences back to her thesis. I used the word her too many times in 2 sentences, which affected my grade. Revising helped me substitute some of the words I use very often with other words. I also learned how to bear my sentence structure so I would not sound so repetitive. After revising my essay, it became distinctive. After conquering my problems with repetition, I was finally able to balance on the bike by myself without shaking and stumbling over. My self-revision exhibit has shown my growth throughout the semester. In my essay titled Underneath the Surface, I did not relate my evidence to my thesis explicitly. After making many revisions, I understand how to fix the biggest problem I had throughout the semester, which was coherence. This exhibit illustrates that I have grown as a writer and I know how to correct my mistakes. I was finally able to gain confidence about my writing. I can write freely now. My wildcard exhibit signifies me turning my bike on another street and becoming fully comfortable with the writing process. It is an informal piece about my experience migrating to the United States as a child. I have learned so much from both experiences as a child and in English 1101. How to trust the decisions I have made or the decisions that were made for me. What made me stumble and fall off my metaphorical bike in the writing process was trying to achieve coherence. After working on the writing process, I overcame the problems with redundancy and linking my evidence back to my thesis. I struggled with coherence throughout the semester. I not only had the confidence to ride without training wheels, but I had the confidence to ride by myself. This semester has really opened my eyes about how I can become a better writer and different techniques I can use while writing to achieve an effective paper. I am now able to take critical writing skills that I have learned in English 1101 and apply them to other courses. I had to write a paper for my political science class, and I used the same concepts I learned in English, like making sure I had concrete evidence that supported my claims. I am still struggling with transition, but I know with hard work I will be able to fully overcome that problem in English 1102. I can confidently say I can write an effective paper.